Hello and welcome to Let's Talk, the feature of Sludge Games where instead of using our fingers to twiddle controllers, we use our mouths to articulate about video games instead. This is the first in a brand new 18 episode series where me and someone that you might recognise from the Pokemon Nuzlocke that we did.
And we're going to talk about Pokemon some more.
We are indeed. Hello Callum.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Good stuff. So, just a few quick guidelines. Dual type Pokemon, they can qualify for either list.
Yes, even if it doesn't really make much sense, or you wouldn't first connect them to that type, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so for example, if your favourite Pokemon was Drapion, but your favourite poison type was Arbok, then Drapion can still qualify if it's your favourite dark type.
Yes.
Even though you wouldn't normally necessarily associate it with a dark type.
Trust me, this gets weird.
Yeah, there are some unusual choices for some of the types, so keep an eye on those. So we're going to start off with the ever ubiquitous normal types. Why do you start off first?
Okay, well, mine starts off with a bear. Yeah.
Enough said, really. And what kind of bear is it?
It's a Ursaring. It's a...
I'm sorry, what did you just call it? Ursaring?
Ursaring,
All of a sudden
sorry.
I's have become A's. It's a weird speech impediment you got.
Shut up. No, it's...
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Brickles.
Shut up.
What car do you drive? A NASA Macra?
Please stop.
It was Top Gear's tame racing driver, the Stag. Ursaring.
My pick for this one's Ursaring.
Tell me more about this moon bear.
It's Moon Bear. Well, I think the idea is that it's got like an eclipse of the moon on there. I think it's supposed to be... I think it was native to just silver when it first came out, because there was gold and silver. So I think it's supposed to be like the darker side of the normal types.
So like Pink Floyd?
Well, something like that, yeah.
And Teddy Ursa was originally just a crescent moon.
Yeah, so you can kind of see... I mean, when you think about its design, actually, it's quite simplistic, really.
It has got some weird, like, frilly things on its shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, they've added design aspects, but at the end of the day, it's a bear. It's a bear with a ring on it.
Yeah, what else could you do to add that?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of actual usage, it's kind of... it's okay. The reason why I actually quite like it is because I found one on a Nuzlocke that I was using with bang on the perfect nature with an adamant one.
Lucky boy.
And yeah, it proceeded to be really, really useful. It's got lots of diversity in its moves. The power is amazing on it. It's got, for an early Pokemon, I think it's got base 125 attack, which is fairly solid. Like, it can do some heavy damage.
130, I think.
130?
Yeah.
Dang, son. It's a wall breaker. Its health isn't the greatest. It's not got that much in terms of defense, and its speed is
Pretty
whacking,
poor, yeah.
whacking. But yeah, but it does one thing really well.
Break down the walls.
Yes, and PvE, if you're playing it using it just in the game, like, it's amazing. Like, the damage you can deal with it is, and the range of moves that you can teach it are really, really quite good. I was really surprised by it, and that's why I was like, yeah.
It's a fairly solid Pokemon then.
Fairly solid Pokemon indeed. So what about you?
So remember when we said that dual types could qualify for either list, even though it wouldn't normally necessarily associate it with that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my favourite normal type is a bird.
Oh.
More specifically, it is a bird with 3 heads. This is Dodrio, the 3-headed ostrich, and it was the first Pokemon that I used when you reintroduced me to Pokemon with Fire Red.
Fire Red, yeah.
And it was amazing! It was just so awesome. It complements my style perfectly, which is
Yeah.
quick Pokemon, get a hard attack in there first.
Yeah.
Even if it's a bit frail, it makes it quite a good lead.
Yeah.
In a way.
You're a big fan of sweepers sort of thing and revenge killers.
I do like the sweepers. Yeah. So it's simple to use in a way because like your two main attacks would be drill peck and return, and the remaining 2 slots there's not really much to do. You could give it Steel Wing or Hidden Powered Ghost.
Hidden Power Ghosts obviously would only work in earlier generations.
Of course, yes. So you could give it something else like Agility, like to be a properly revenge-killing sweeping thing.
I think it does one thing really well, is that it hits with its stabs very powerfully. I've never really liked its design. I think the thought of that thing running fast is a really strange mental image. Like,
yeah, you'd be surprisingly terrified of it.
I mean, it's a monstrosity.
and not knowing which head will attack you first, probably anger, and then Joy will be happy to attack you, and then Sorrow will just be like, okay, I don't want to. I
might as well have a pack. Oh, isn't it that, because its brain is split into 3. It's essentially one brain with different emotions on all 3 heads, which, can you imagine the poor life of Head Number Sadness?
Head Number Sadness.
Head Number Sadness.
For some reason, I quite like things that come in 3s. Yeah, I've used Dodria a number of times, and I've liked it loads. The first one I ever used, I called it Bob Joe Lee. And then,
named every head.
Yeah, named every head, and then later on I named it like Tripolar.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's Tripolar.
So yeah, Ursaring and Dodria are the 2 of our favourite normal types. So do you have any honourable mentions for your normal type?
Probably just Snorlax from memory. I used quite a lot of Snorlax in a couple of playthroughs of certainly the earlier gens, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I really, really like tanky Pokemon. And the fact that Snorlax comes with leftovers in Gen 2.
Nice.
Like, I just really dig bulky stuff.
Yeah, Snorlax is good. That'd be our honourable mention.
Are you on Team Snorlax as well?
Yeah, Snorlax as well, yeah.
There's a couple of... It's not to say normal types aren't that bad, there's just not very many that strike me as fun, like ones that I really, really want to use. Bit of a strange one, but I've got fond memories of a Stantler.
No.
Because I traded a Stantler to my cousin and he gave me Articuno and Moltres in my crystal version, which is like really awesome just because he didn't have a Stantler, and I was like, thanks man. So yeah, I'd probably say Stantler. Oh, and I did use a bit of a what's it called now? Linoon.
Linoon's a good Pokemon for picking shit up.
Linoon was like my Gen 3, it kind of learns quite a lot of stuff, so it gets like Surf, Exploud. Latest generations, it gets Spoon Burst, which is an absolutely ridiculous move. It even gets past like substitutes and stuff. So yeah, I've got a few that I like just nothing that I'm really enamoured with, if that makes sense. So
yeah.
Honourable mentions they are.
Cool. We could just leave it there, but as an added little caveat, we are going to put these 2 Pokemon head to head.
Fight!
So for the basis of our head to head, we are going to put these 2 Pokemon together and with ideal natures, using probably the best possible ones. Not necessarily how we'd use them. So in some cases it might be how we'd use them. It'll be based off of current movesets for Gen 7 and also current stats, because Dodrio got actually a stat boost.
Yeah, quite a lot of the earlier generation Pokemon have actually been boosted or changed in some way.
Yeah. We are not going to use items for this because that will just overcomplicate things. Like,
Yeah.
because you could put a choice scarf on Ursaring, but you could put a choice band on Dodria, or you could put something else on it, like a focus sash. Like,
Yeah.
it just overcomplicate things.
Well, it would basically mean that we'd be here forever. So, just as a pure judge of Pokemon, obviously, you know, things can be improved with items, very much so, but, you know, just as a pure judge of the actual Pokemon, we might as well just leave them out for now.
This battle is purely dependent on if Dodrio can survive a hit from Ursaring, because stat-wise, Dodrio is much faster.
Yeah.
The Ursaring has got the higher attack stats.
Yeah, it's... I would say that it stands a chance to Ursaring, because it's not that bad in terms of bulk. I feel like it can survive a hit. I think Ursaring's main tactic here would be to be able to survive a hit and then use like stab return, just one-shot it.
Well, both of their most powerful moves would be return.
Yeah.
I mean, double-edged maybe, but recoil moves, you wouldn't really want to use recoil.
No, but I mean, if it's something that it could take into account, again, recoil wouldn't really matter if it can one-shot stuff. But obviously, if I take enough damage, I won't want to make it so that you kill yourself and it ends in a draw.
If only we had a tool that we could use to calculate the damage.
Wait.
We have such a thing. It's called the damage calculator. We've discovered that Ursaring has a 62% chance to one-shot Dodrio,
Yeah.
but Dodrio has a 95% chance to two-shot Ursaring. So,
Yeah.
on that basis, I might say Ursaring because it has a higher chance of one-shotting Dodrio.
Yeah.
Not.
But that chance of doing enough damage is, yeah, it's got like a higher 50%, higher than 50% chance to one shot. But if that over 50% chance fails, then Jojo can two shot. Oh, this is a difficult one, isn't it?
Much higher chance to two-shot him than Ursaring has to one-shot him.
I don't know. I'm torn with this one. There's a much higher chance of Dodrio winning. As much as...
You say so?
Yeah, as much as Ursaring gets the chance to be able to actually take down opponents, I'd say Dodrio is more likely to actually take the win, just because of the percentage-wise of actually taking it.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. I'm surprised by it, but Dodrio is actually going to win this one.
Yeah. I'll give you that one. Yeah, bird brain.
Boyd.
Boyd brain.
So that concludes the normal episode. We'll be planting a seed, and next week you'll be able to see it grow into our favourite grass types.
Leaf it out. That was...
You'll be in for an absolute treat.
That was sporable.
Stay tuned, and we shall see you soon.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Sludge Games. And that's the wrong introduction. Hello, and welcome to Let's Talk, the section of Sludge Games where instead of twiddling our fingers on controllers, twiddling, I invite someone who you might recognise from the Pokemon Nuzlocke videos.
I'm going to talk about the favourite Pokemon of each type.
Indeed we are. Hello, Callum.
Hi!
So this first episode will be the normal types, the ever ubiquitous... Yeah, sorry, shit.
You could pick up there. I found him very interesting.
Oh god, it's this one. That's a weird speech and pediment you got.
Shut up, Brickles.
I mean Brickles. Tell Tell me more about Ursaring. He's a Johto Pokemon.
He's a bear with a ring on him. I never dug Fearow at all.
They were far-fetched.
We don't. No. No. Farfetch's terrible.
For some reason, I like things that are in threes as well.
Spoilers.
But yeah. I am looking at a laptop, by the way.
We'll cut directly to He's watching porn.
So we just checked this on the damage calculator, and Ursaring has a. We'll be planting the seed, and you'll be seeing that grow next week into the grass type.
Ew. Leave it out.
Quick starter. Right, hang on.
Please stop.
It was Top Gear's Tame Racing Driver, the Stag.
Stag. That would actually be a very cool racing driver, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that was a very good joke, actually.
It's very good.
Yeah.
So,